Hi, I'm Karan Thapar. Over the last few years, I hope you've been watching my program, The Interview on the Wire. During that period, I've interviewed doctors, politicians, businessmen, scientists, authors, and even the occasional Nobel laureate. For me, it's been exciting. I hope it's been enjoyable for you. But these, as you know, are tough times, and if this program is going to remain bold, independent, and sometimes even defiant, then I think we need your support. At the end of the day, it's a truism, but editorial independence is best defended by the viewers. So if you would like this program to remain the way it is, forthright, outspoken, and interesting, then would you consider supporting us? All you have to do is to click on the description at the bottom. But more than anything else, I hope you will continue to watch the interview. Your viewership means an awful lot to me. Hello and welcome to a special interview for The Wire. With Manipur on fire and verging on civil war, my guest today is someone whom many believe could salvage the situation if he tries. He is the well-known and highly regarded playwright and director, Ratan Thiyam. Mr. Thiyam, for over 6 weeks, Manipur has been on fire. Some people believe it's verging on civil war. How do you view the situation in your home state, and how pained and anguished are you?
See, Manipur in that case has never witnessed such a balance and such an alarming situation. And I have also, in my life, never has witnessed, this kind of situation and never thought of coming this to us. But when it played up, it was suddenly everything was in a very different kind of situation, and then nobody could really know what is happening over here, but accept only the killings and sounds of guns, bullets, fire everywhere. And the most difficult thing in this is that so many widows, so many orphans we have created with this. And then when we look out everywhere, nobody is there to make it cool down, to make peace. You see, the whole thing, you will know that when a person started feeling that am I a part of this country?
You really ask yourself that question?
Yes, because nobody is there to help me. Who is helping me?
You feel India has turned its back on you?
Look, I'll tell you one thing. Even the media has no coverage at all. You see, for the last many days, it has not covered properly anything. And media also has its own way and responsibility, I think so, to speak out, to think about, to show people, to bring peace at least. And our failure in many cases, in many things, has been there. And that R.K. Ranjan, the Honorable Minister of State, has already spoken out now that it is the failure of law and order in the state.
Total failure, he said.
Total failure.
I hear you. I sense the pain in your voice. I'm looking at the anguish on your face. Am I right in saying,
yes,
your heart is broken today?
It's broken. It's already broken, and I don't know. I have been always trying to request the Honorable Prime Minister to do something about this. But he is not speaking out, uttering out a single word. And look, You see, when you're celebrating, I don't mind celebrating 9 years of your regime here. But when the corner of your cloth is burning, then you should also try to pour water on that.
You said you reached out to the Prime Minister. Did you speak to him? Did you write him a letter to speak out?
No, I made a request through many of the what you say, newspaper and so on. I could not really. How can I? I'm a small fry.
But it was ignored.
Huh? No response. Yes. And it's strange. It's strange that you see a government, a country is run by a government, and the country is run by a party, you see. And when the entire responsibility of running the country for a betterment of the future, and you are not doing anything when it comes in terms of a tragedy, then what should the people will do?
You know, yesterday, the Prime Minister delivered his Mann Ki Baat. He spoke about the cyclone in Gujarat, but the much greater tragedy in Manipur, where perhaps 130, 140 have died,
yes,
300 or 400 are injured, 40 or 50,000 are displaced. That greater tragedy did not feature in his Mann Ki Baat. In fact, for 6 weeks, the Prime Minister has not said a word in public.
It's strange. It's very surprising.
Do you feel let down by Mr. Modi?
I even if he thinks that it is, he is not speaking, I will make the request again and again. And I find a friend like you over here who is accompanying him to US. And I believe that you will be also my vehicle of expression for the peace in Manipur.
But do you feel let down today? The Prime Minister of India has turned his back on Manipur. That's what it looks like, doesn't it?
I think everybody will speak out about that. Everybody knows about that he is not uttering a single word for this. Why? What is the main problem? Is it the problem of the media? It is the problem of what he has achieved is going to be disturbed. I don't mind. I know he has achieved quite a lot. I mean, he is going here and there and there. But this is also a very big tragic situation. It's a very alarming situation. It's one of the most important things that first he should try to solve. I can only request. I'm not a politician, as you know.
But can I put this to you? For 6 weeks, he hasn't said a word. In his Mann Ki Baat, he talks about a cyclone in Gujarat, but ignores a bigger tragedy. Only two conclusions are possible. Either he doesn't understand how grave the situation is, or he doesn't care.
Yeah. Out of these two things, it can happen. You're very right. It can happen. But at least I will also tell you one thing. It's really when all the TV channels have, the weather report, the weather finishes at Kolkata. You know that? As if there is no weather in the Northeast. It is like that.
That is a very important point you make, Mr. Thiyam. Most of us who live in the Hindi heartland don't realize it. When the weather appears on TV, they don't go east of Calcutta as if there is no part of India to the east.
No part of India, is if there is no weather in the Northeast.
This is one reason why people of the Northeast must feel
India
is ignoring them.
Yeah, always like, treat it feeling like everybody talks. Whenever I talk to anybody in Manipur, I feel like a second-class citizen.
And this is why the Prime Minister's deliberate refusal, I won't say accidental failure, deliberate refusal to talk about Manipur is pouring salt on wounds. It is really hurting.
Much more, but not only salt, it is also,
Mirchi.
Quite a lot of mirchi, quite a lot of pepper.
So we agree then on two things. either he doesn't understand how grave it is or he doesn't care. And either way, by not speaking, he's turned his back on Manipur. When Manipur needed him most, he's turned his back and is looking the other way. That's the feeling.
Still, Mr. Thapar, I would go on requesting him because I am an artist. I am an artist. I want make him, convince that, you see, how things are going on over there, the situation over there. You should be able to notice it, and you ought to notice it, Mr. Prime Minister.
But he's blind to it.
Again and again, we'll do it.
Okay.
What's the problem? Again and again.
I wish you luck, sir. The Prime Minister should be by your side.
Please,
it's not just that he should speak out, he should be there in Manipur by your side holding your hand.
No, you see, it's a failure now that you have a food package, you have a building package over there, many houses will be built and so on. But who gives the guarantee of not burning down it again? It is only peace first.
And the sad part is that this is a Prime Minister who is incredibly popular in the country.
Yes.
He's incredibly powerful.
Yes.
And when he decides to do something,
yeah,
he can succeed.
He can succeed.
But he's not using those qualities to help Manipur. Instead, he's turned his back and forgotten about it.
Then what is the hidden agenda behind that?
What do you think? You tell me.
How can I tell you? I don't have any intelligence. I don't have any...
But you worry there is a hidden agenda. That is your fear.
Otherwise, he could have spoken it out.
Let's come to a second aspect of Manipur. It's something that the Archbishop of Imphal said to the Indian Express yesterday, Sunday. He said 249 Meitei churches had been demolished in the valley. He said, clearly, this was deliberate targeting because most people would not have known these were churches. And he then asked the question, is this Ghar Wapsi? And what I want to ask you is, do you think behind the cover of an ethnic conflict, Hindutva forces are making mischief?
I won't go to the Hindutva or any kind of thing, but I would seek the help, and I expect the help of many religions, of religious leaders who could really come out and also speak out. We have 35 tribes, 35 communities living together in the last 2,000 years, and there was nothing happening. And suddenly this type of things, how it has happened. And everybody knows there are intelligence reports, there are many things who knows. But I am just as a human being whose religion as an artist is humankind, humanity. I can't just go on witnessing all these people. It's really... I'm in a broken heart situation.
If I understand you correctly, you're saying religious leaders of all faiths in India should be calling for harmony and peace.
Yes.
And they are silent, other than the RSS. They're not really a religious group, but other than the RSS who yesterday, Dattatreya Hosbale tweeted. But other than him, no religious leader that I know of has made a call for peace and harmony. And you're saying they should.
Yes.
This is when they should.
Yes. This is when whether it is they are in Maharashtra, whether they are in Karnataka, where they are in Rajasthan or Kashmir or anywhere, we need them. We need their way of, bringing solidarity, peace, and also giving us some thought, giving some good thought to the governance of India, giving some thought or God to the Prime Minister and or God to the honorable ministers. Otherwise, why should we feel so separated?
Let me raise a third aspect of what's happening in Manipur. tens of thousands of army troops, tens of thousands of paramilitary soldiers have been sent to Manipur. 46, 47 days have gone by and they have failed to restore law and order. They have failed to stop the violence. Even something as elementary as curfew is being breached every single day. NDTV says hundreds, if not thousands, are breaching curfew each day. Ministers' houses are being burnt. The BJP office is being vandalized. Private sector warehouses are being attacked. Does it surprise you that the might of the Indian state, and it's a very powerful state, is unable to restore law and order in Manipur, is unable to end the violence? Does that surprise you?
Basically, all these things are happening that an individual asking himself, where do I go? Every individual is asking that, where do I go? What do I do?
Everyone in Manipur is asking.
Yes.
This is an existentialist question.
Yes. Where do I go? You see, things are becoming, when you have a curfew day by day, things are becoming so costly. And how about all those people living, displaced, they don't have food over there, refugee camps, relief camps, all these camps.
There was a set of videos that went out yesterday after Mann Ki Baat. There are reports in the Calcutta paper, the Telegraph, there are reports in the Hindu that people in Imphal were smashing their transistors in anger and frustration because the Prime Minister did not talk about Manipur. He talked about a cyclone in Gujarat instead. He talked about the emergency instead, which is 40 years old. But a crisis in Manipur was ignored.
You see,
does that reflect the frustration and anger?
Just one sentence will answer. When a Gunda Lutera dies in UP or shot that in a Delhi court, the news goes on for 15 days continuously. Will you agree with that?
I do.
Yeah?
I do.
And then what happens when people are burned down, people are killed, people are restless over there, and they are asking for food, they're asking for their own home.
Can I put it like this?
Yeah.
When there is an earthquake in Turkey and it was terrible and people died, but the Prime Minister was amongst the first to tweet and express his sympathies. Now his own countrymen are dying. Their houses are being burnt. They're feeling left out. They're feeling ignored. They're feeling hurt. And he's silent. He can commiserate with Turkey, but he has nothing to say to Manipur.
No. And that is what I would like to request him and the cabinet again and again to consider it immediately and bring peace in Manipur. And that's why, again, I told you...
Can I interrupt and put this to you?
Beg your pardon?
Can I interrupt and put this to you?
Yes, please.
You are very, very keen and you say you will keep on requesting the PM to speak. He's leaving tomorrow for America. After that, he goes to Egypt. It's unlikely, unless he says something today, that he will say anything at all.
All the political leaders of Manipur, I think, are there too. I don't know how they can't pressurize it.
Bobby Singh says he's been waiting in Delhi for 7 or 8 days to meet the PM. And he's a twice former chief minister. And the PM hasn't given him time.
Yeah, it may be. But hope, Mr. Thapar, hope.
Hope is a wonderful
Hope is a wonderful kind of treatment. You see, when you are going with him, I would request you, because you will be the nearest and dearest person, to be able to at least utter a single sentence in his ear that this is really getting too much. Please try to understand this, and that will be my request, personal request also, and a request from the people of Manipur.
Mr. Thiyam, if I am anywhere close to the Prime Minister at any time, I won't just whisper it in his ear. I'll say it loudly and forcefully, but politely. Let me, however, move to a different subject.
Right.
A lot of the responsibility for failing to handle Manipur lies with the Prime Minister. But there's another man also who presumably shares almost as much responsibility, the Chief Minister Biren Singh. It's no secret that the Kuki community has lost faith in him. It's no secret that his own Kuki BJP MLAs, there are 7, have lost faith in him. It's no secret that the Peace Committee, you were invited to join it, but you declined. But the Peace Committee is unable to meet because they don't want to be part of a body that he participates in. Has the time come for Biren Singh to resign or be dismissed and be replaced with President's rule?
Again, that depends on the center. When a minister, a state minister, Karan Singh, can speak out, and he is in BJP, can speak out against all these things. It is their internal method to provide, a kind of solution for themselves.
But you're hinting at something even more serious. You're hinting, very politely, that the fact that Biren Singh has not been removed, the fact that President's rule has not been declared, suggests that the centre is deliberately keeping him.
Look, I have heard about the discussion on News 24 that day in Hindi by Sandeep Chaudhary. And, they have given quite a lot of solutions. The army officers, this and that. But all the time, violence and balance cannot really bring a solution to the peace. A peace is something to come out.
From the heart.
From the heart, from inside. And look at the lovely hills, lovely people of Manipur, lovely costumes, dresses, their culture. Manipur is with culture. Manipur, a half culture, half.
You have the most beautiful dance in India, the Ras Leela. Many prefer it to both Odissi and Bharatnatyam. It's lilting. It's one of the most beautiful dances. It reflects the people, and yet those very people are the ones indulging in violence. They're killing their brothers. This brings me to what perhaps is the key subject I want to raise with you.
See, you're very right. I have done 9 Hills, 1 Valley. You see, my production. I have done Chakravyuh. I have done many things which are related to the humankind and our community. And also, the most important thing is how to bring a cultural integration all the time, even Indian age culture.
You're raising the very subject I want to touch. You are first and foremost an artist. You're a playwright, which means you understand human emotion. That is what writing a play is about. Yes. You're a director, which means you understand how to portray and project that emotion.
Right.
With those qualities in mind, I want to ask you a simple question.
Right.
The real problem in Manipur is the collapse of trust between the Kuki and the Meitei. That lies at the bottom of all the technical issues, whether it's land, whether it's the army or the Manipur police. How do we rebuild that trust? As an artist, tell me, how do we rebuild trust between brothers who have become enemies?
I'll tell you one thing. No human being hates another human being until and unless there is a reason. That's what you are speaking out. And my point is just how to get a little bit closure, how to get a little bit thinking process goes on in that, and how to look at his face, his arms, his everything, and his smile. What we need to bring is a smile in all the places, all the faces. And that smile could be only brought when you have a dialogue sometime and you have a cultural integration program, and when we have, one-to-one communication, when you have many things. You see, even a piece of fanek or cloth can be very beautiful. And what's the harm that a person is wearing that, whether it is here in Delhi, whether it is in Manipur? There's no harm.
Mr. Thiyam, You've taken the words out of my mouth. On Saturday, I was interviewing Professor Kham Khan Swan Housing. He said to me, there is only one person in Manipur who has the stature, who has the charisma, who's highly regarded by everyone, by Kuki and Meitei both, who can reach out to the people and bring them together in a truth and reconciliation process. Bring communities together so they can talk, so they can accept their mistakes, they can seek each other's forgiveness and re-establish trust. And he said, that one person is you. He said, the only man who can do it is Ratan Thiyam. And my question is simple. Are you prepared to take that step?
I'm deeply honored. But I tell you, the last thing I would like to tell you, without political will, without political power, it is not possible to bring anything, because, they will always try to give a different kind of solution, try to give always, every time, if there is there is a killing over an election and so on, why it is happening? It is happening because without that, nobody can win.
Are you saying that without political will, without political power, nothing can happen? Are you saying if you're going to do this, if you're going to attempt truth and reconciliation, you need the support of the government in Delhi, and in particular, you need the support of the one man who counts in the country, Narendra Modi?
Yes, he is the most powerful person. But we, the people in Manipur, you see, they're all already peace-loving people, very much peace-loving people. Why you are not listening to them? But you are rather busy with all those things where you put thousands of armies for the flood, for many things you can do. But why not? Why not? For at least once you come.
But let me ask
you visit.
Let me ask you. This may be fantasy, but sometimes fantasies come true.
Right.
Suppose the Prime Minister or the Home Minister were to pick up the phone and say, Ratan Thiyam, we need your help. We need someone like you to start a peace process, because you're an artist, you're not political, because you're respected by both sides, because you understand emotions and how to bring people together. If they were to ask for your help, would you agree?
I am for the people. I am as an artist. Whatever I can do, I will do for my state, my country.
So you're saying yes?
I'm little bit skeptical because, it won't happen. It won't come. But
the Prime Minister or the Home Minister won't pick up the phone and ring you. That skepticism I can understand. But as I said, if they were to, would you agree?
Let's see. Let's play with the fantasy. Let's see.
Okay.
But we should always think
You're
for
in
a better
Delhi
man.
for a couple of days more.
Mm.
Will you seek to meet the Home Minister? Will you try and meet the Prime Minister before he catches his plane to Washington or New York? Will you make that effort yourself? Or would you rather they prove their sincerity and get in touch with you first?
We are trying very much. We are giving memorandum to the President of India. We are trying. I don't know what to do. I told you that I'm not a political person.
No,
I don't have the power.
But you are trying to meet the President.
Yeah. But I would certainly tell you again and again, you should be the vehicle of our expression.
But will you try and meet the Home Minister as well? Will you request a meeting?
I will try.
Will you try to meet the Prime Minister? He's here for another 24, 36 hours.
He is not going to give anything to anybody.
My last question, and I'm asking you this deliberately. If trust cannot be restored between the Kuki and the Meitei, If reconciliation cannot happen, then as you said at the very beginning, this is the worst outcome for Manipur. In that case, has the time come to accept a separate administration for the Kuki? If they can't live happily together, maybe they can live happily as neighbors.
So I don't think so, because they are, in terms of people, simple people, they are, I still can't believe that there can be that kind of enmity between Kukis and Meiteis. I don't believe personally, because I have seen my state. I have seen in the last 2,000 years, if nothing was broken, and suddenly it has, and it is a known fact everywhere why it has been done.
So then this also means that if you can't believe there's such deep enmity, it can be bridged. They can be brought together.
Yeah. There should be a bridge of communication. You try hard.
And that brings me back to the question I raised. The one man who can try hard and convince is sitting in front of me.
Oh, it's my honor. It's an honor. But
I hope.
I'm always with the people.
As you said, this is a fantasy. Sometimes fantasies can come true. Certainly in children's stories, they do.
Dream comes true.
Let's hope the fantasy comes true.
We
Let's hope the Home Minister or the Prime Minister ring and say, we need your help.
Let's hope for a betterment. Let's hope for the peace. All the time. You know, why my tinnitus is ringing more and more nowadays? It's because all the time I have been thinking this. I'm a small fry, Mr. Thapar. I'm a small fry. But sometimes, you know, as a playwright, as a director, one has to think, one has to protest. Because in the last 2,500 years of the existence of playwriting and doing theater, everywhere in this world, you see, including India, it's a writing of a play is nothing but a protest against the wrong system.
And can I put this to you? You said, I'm a small fry. Don't forget David and Goliath. David was a small child. Goliath was a giant, and David destroyed him. Little people can work a magic. I'll end with that.
Thank you so much.
You're dedicated to peace. I hope the phone rings and the government says, Ratan Thiyam, we need your help. And I hope, as you've hinted to me, you will agree. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a lovely, lovely talk with you.
Hi, I'm Karan Thapar. Over the last few years, I hope you've been watching my program, The Interview on the Wire. During that period, I've interviewed doctors, politicians, businessmen, scientists, authors, and even the occasional Nobel laureate. For me, it's been exciting. I hope it's been enjoyable for you. But these, as you know, are tough times, and if this program is going to remain bold, independent, and sometimes even defiant, then I think we need your support. At the end of the day, it's a truism, but editorial independence is best defended by the viewers. So if you would like this program to remain the way it is, forthright, outspoken, and interesting, then would you consider supporting us? All you have to do is to click on the description at the bottom. But more than anything else, I hope you will continue to watch The Interview. Your viewership means an awful lot to me.